Hi, I'm Daniel Leung, Country Manager for ACCA Singapore, and have been part of the British Chamber's Diversity and Inclusion Committee for over 2 years since relocating to Singapore. Since its founding in 1904, ACCA has a core value of facilitating a profession that is open to all. Inclusion, along with integrity and innovation, are now one of ACCA's 3 core values. In fact, Etta Purdy became ACCA's first woman member in 1909, the first woman to be admitted to accountancy body in the UK. ACCA has been a key member of the British Chamber's education and learning sector, working alongside our partners such as the British Council and other professional bodies in furthering learning and development opportunities for our members. The BritCham has been instrumental for us, and we've been collaborating on various initiatives such as webinars, conferences and networking events for our members. I would strongly recommend organisations to join the British Chamber of Commerce Singapore, and it has over 3,500 members from over 320 organisations. They help to create opportunities for the members, facilitate industry knowledge and support exporters from the UK.
Hi, I'm Andrew Clark, and I'm a partner at AsiaWorks, a regional creative video agency headquartered here in Singapore. BritCham cements the UK-Singapore relationship, and it's been a huge support, broadening our network, generating leads, and winning us business. It's been a tough time for businesses through all this uncertainty, not least for ours, and the Chamber is an incredible source of information, advice, and reassurance. The very best thing about BritCham are the parties, I mean the community, where you're meeting enthusiastic and like-minded people, as well as hearing from leaders about their experiences across this region. You might already know me as co-chair on the Marketing and Communications Committee, where I've had fun making podcasts and learning from my peers in the industry. And now I'm moving on up to the board, where I look forward to roping you into more parties. I mean our flourishing community. So please do get in touch.
Hello, hi, I'm Simon Middlebrough. I'm currently the Chief Executive Officer of Singapore Aero Engine Services Limited, which is a 50-50 joint venture between Rolls-Royce and Singapore Airlines Engineering Company, focused on the repair of Rolls-Royce jet engines in Asia Pacific. I've been based in Singapore for the last 2.5 years, and I've been involved with the Chamber for about 18 months at that time, joining I guess halfway through COVID. The reason I joined the British Chamber was, I guess, initially because I am British and my company is half owned by a British company. So there was a natural linkage there, but I also was very keen, whilst I was very focused on my day job in Singapore, to broaden my horizons and make some connections with the wider business world and some of the governmental linkages that we see very strongly between Singapore and the UK. I got involved initially with the Transport, Logistics and Supply Chain Committee within the Chamber, and towards the back end of last year I actually took on the leadership of that committee, and we now run that, and we're now trying to build out some of the membership across quite diverse areas of the different segments within that group, and that's been quite rewarding to try and build on. I'm also starting a tenure as a board director of the Chamber this year from the end of April. And really I've got a great deal from this time in the Chamber, and that was even during COVID, where a lot of the networking opportunities weren't perhaps as good as they could have been in the past. So going forward, I can only look forward to the level of connection that we're going to create in the Chamber. Great for me personally, I really enjoyed it. Great for the organisations that you represent, because you can make connections for your people in other organisations, and great to feel a bit of camaraderie about a really strong, vibrant UK-Singapore business connection. So if you're thinking about joining the Chamber, I can thoroughly endorse it, thoroughly recommend it. You'll get a lot out of it personally, and you'll get a lot out of it for your organisations. Put in what you want to get out. If it's just a chat, you'll get something. If it's a chat and more, you'll get a lot of value out of it. Anyway, I hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tim Rockell, and I've been a member of the Chamber for around 10 years here in Singapore. I've also led the Energy and Utilities Business Group for the past 6 years. Some might say that's a little bit too long, but I've really enjoyed being part of a community and driving some of the activities of the Energy Committee and working with some of the other committees to drive events that are of common interest. What I'm really proud of is the connectivity that we're making within what I call Singapore Inc. And that's the Singapore government with government agencies, Singapore headquartered companies, and working across the ecosystem to really look at solutions that can apply in Singapore and across the region. And in doing that, we've been identifying test beds in the UK and best practice internationally. And that's really helped my work here in Singapore. So I find that the more you put into these things, the more you get out. And certainly the conversations that we've had as an Energy and Utilities business group have really enabled me to be more successful in Singapore. I hope that you enjoy being a member of the Chamber too. Thank you.